And so the tip-off goes to Miami. Now the starting group for Orlando. Hardaway is out there with Anderson. Then there's Scott. Then there's Grant. And it's O'Neal in at the 5 roaming the paint. Now here is Mourning. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Mashburn. Here's Brown. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Grant. Pass to Anderson. Here's Shaq. Mourning with some nice D. Hardaway with it. For the 3. Again, the miss by the Heat.
0 for 3 from the floor so far. Not the start they had in mind. They need to just take a breath, reset, and keep things simple.
Now here's Anderson. Shot from the low block. And he can't bank that one in. Here's Mashburn. And that one is stuffed right through.
And how about the footwork? Check out those moves in the post and then the sweet finish that go along with it.
Excellent work around the basket. You're right, G.A. Hardaway from outside buries it from three-point range.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Marley. Fires the 3. And Tim Hardaway the bucket on the assist from Dan Marley.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Hardaway with it. Guarded by Hardaway. Here's Shaq. A beautiful pass. Penny to set it up.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Hardaway against Hardaway. Pass to Mashburn. Looks for Mourning. Gets it to him. And it's Orlando with the rebound. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Scott finds Hardaway. Anderson against Marley. Anderson right side. Over Marley. It's hauled in by Alonzo Mourning. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Marley passes to Mashburn. Brown with a screen on Scott. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Back to Mourning. Stolen by Grant. Fast break. Here come the Magic. And it's Scott with the jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Now here's Hardaway. Pass to Marley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here is Hardaway. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Outside, Scott. Now here's Hardaway. Anderson outside. Back to Hardaway. And it's Miami with the rebound. Here's Hardaway. On the wing, Marley. He's covered by Anderson. Marley dishes to Mourning. And Mourning throws it down.
Yeah, and I like the creativity there by Marley. You gotta like seeing him zip passes across the court.
Hardaway against Hardaway. Pass to Anderson. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Now here's Hardaway. Here's Marley. All alone. Jump shot is good.
And Hardaway always looking to incorporate his teammates. You can see him keeping his eyes moving in order to make sure he's ready to deliver to the open man.
Now here's Anderson. Still yet to score. Here's O'Neal. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Pass to Brown. Outside Hardaway. And it's off from three-point range.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And here is Hardaway. The kick out to Scott. Back to Hardaway. O'Neal sets the screen for Hardaway. 4 on the clock. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Pass to Mashburn. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Mashburn's got 5.
And you have to be cognizant of Mashburn's long-range shooting ability. This guy is really accurate from out there.
Now here's Hardaway. He has 5 and taken away by Brown. In transition, here comes Miami. Basket counts. And now a 3-point Heat lead. On offense, here are the Magic. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Shaq. And it's Mourning with the rebound. Mourning's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Hardaway. It's out of bounds. Last touch by O'Neal.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Shaw's checked in for the Magic. Here's Crotty. Mourning with the screen. Shot clock at 5. Here's Mashburn. A putback. Great positioning on the putback. Mourning's got his second basket.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's O'Neal. Once again off the mark, Orlando. The Heat leading by 5. Pass to Crotty. Now Mourning. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Brown the pass to Mashburn. Takes the 3. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And now the first timeout call here for the Magic. Both teams deciding to change it up. Pass to Royal. And here's Anderson. Fades. And it's rebounded by Mashburn.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Inside. It's tipped. Here's Royal. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Miami.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
And he makes the first. No good on the second free throw. Miami leading by 7. Pass to Askins. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Shaw passes to Royal. Here's Armstrong. Turner with the screen. Armstrong gets the bucket.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
Pass to Brown. Here's Royal. Can't cash in from close range.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
And here we go with the Magic fast break. Here's Shaw, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
And the Magic making a change here. Evans is checked in. On the free throw, no good. The Heat with the lead. And he drives in. And so Miami again turning it over. Collins checked in for Evans. Here is Shaw. Pass to Armstrong. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Looking at Miami, they took their win in their last game against the Celtics. Anderson outside. 1:58 left to play in the first. Count that one. And the Heat lead by 4.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here is Shaw. Pass to Armstrong. Here's the three. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Here's Anderson. Shoots. So both teams making some changes here.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
The Magic trail by 4. 1:20 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Hardaway. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
He's an explosive athlete with tremendous positional size. Hardaway has no issue mixing it up inside.
Now here's Anderson. No scoring in this one.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
The game, number 11, John Friday.
On offense, here are the Magic, trailing by 2. Shaw passes to Rollins. Here's Hardaway. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And it's Anderson with the ball for Miami. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, that's where you want to be, getting those easy money looks.
Shaw passes to Hardaway. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Hardaway against Hardaway. Pass to Austin. Here's Askins. Hardaway for 3. He's off on that one. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Miami ahead. They're up by 2. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
On the court for Orlando, we've got Hardaway. Turner is out there with Rollins. Then there's Shaw, and it's Royal in its small forward. Now here is Hardaway. From down in the low post, it goes. Hardaway has got 11 points.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Hardaway against Hardaway. To the middle. And Austin gets it to go on the assist from Hardaway. And the Heat lead by 4.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Hardaway passes to Royal. Fires from the corner. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots. Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Hardaway kicks to Turner. Pass to Shaw from the arc. They get it back. And it's Hardaway atop the key. Offline from the top of the key. Miami leading by 4. And here's Anderson from the arc. It's rebounded by Royal. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Hardaway up top. He's got 11. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
He's so good at setting up his teammates. Tonight, though, Hardaway's been calling his own number, and boy, has he been prolific.
And the first time out of the game called for the Heat.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Outside Hardaway. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he be a little bit more selective tonight.
Magic moving the ball around. Here's Hardaway. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Miami Heat. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. To the inside, Fish. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
On the wing, Hardaway. Over Anderson. Rebounded by Hardaway.
Fading away. He makes that shot harder than it needs to be.
Over Shaw. Hardaway, no good. For the Orlando Magic, they come into this one following a loss to Toronto. And the basket by Shaw.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
The Heat with the lead. Here's Fish. Second shot opportunity. Avent grabs the rebound. Pass to Shaw. Back to Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. And the shot no good, a bit short. Here's Hardaway, and the layup's good off the glass. Hardaway has got 5 now.
Can't be that easy for him. Gotta body him up down low.
Yeah, they can't let him even get into that space. If he gets good position on the block, it's trouble.
Here is Shaw. A 3-ball. Turner for 3. Fish with the rebound.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Hardaway for 3. They grab their own miss. Here's Austin. Sinks that one from the post. And it's a 6-point Heat lead.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here.
Substitution on the court.
Hardaway against Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Shaq with a screen on Hardaway. For Orlando, they have gone 1 of 3 at the line here.
That line for the Magic, Penny Hardaway. 2.
That free throw good from Hardaway. Hardaway hits them both. Here's Hardaway. 5 points in the game. Pass to Mourning. And the dunk by Mourning.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Scott, good.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Outside Hardaway. Stolen by Grant. And here they come. Lets the 3 fly. And there's Penny Hardaway on the assist by Grant.
3 points.
Now just a 1-point Heat lead.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Mourning passes to Brown. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And even if you risk a foul, the D has to play him tougher when he gets it that deep.
Yeah, once he gets the ball in that spot, help has to be very quick to rotate over.
Now here is Hardaway. He's got 20, and it's Mourning with the rebound. Mourning's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Marley passes to Brown. Brown jams it in!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. The Magic trail by 5. O'Neal outside. Here's Anderson. It's hauled in by the Heat. Brown's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Marley. Jacks up a three, and it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Hardaway has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Magic timeout call.
Grant, he's checked in for Miami. And a switcher also for Orlando. Shaw's checked in. The Magic trail by 8. Lobbed up there. The catch and the flush. O'Neal.
And how about the force with which the Diesel plays Shaq on attack?
Pass to Marley. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Brown. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it down. Brown's got 6 here in this quarter. And it's the Magic with the ball. Here is Shaw. Now Shaq. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Brown.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low. And Mourning's just a beast on the glass, using that muscular frame to get into prime position there on the board.
Anderson can't get it to go. And it's Miami's ball. Bringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Pass to Mourning. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
The Magic trail by 12. Shaq with the screen. Here's Shaw. From outside, off the mark. Shaw has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Marley kicks to Grant. Back to Marley. Shoots the 3. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor. Well, this has been a frustrating night for him, still without any points.
Pass to Mourning. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Mashburn. The screen from Brown. The second chance effort. And Shaq pulls it down. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
It's his first trip to the line.
Dennis Scott, 2.
No good on the free throw. The Magic making a switch here. Armstrong's checked in. Good on the second free throw. We've got 1:08 left here in the second. The Heat leading by 14. Mourning with the screen. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Shaq. Lonzo Mourning grabs the miss. Mourning's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Mashburn. Shaq takes it away. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
They set the pick. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Mourning. It's blocked by Shaq. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Yeah, sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
John Frotty.
And so it's the Miami Heat in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we've got more in 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
We're back again. Welcome. It's that time again to take a peek at how the mid-season power rankings are shaping up.
Well, right now for the Heat, right about where we left them at last check. They're solidly in that playoff picture.
It'll be interesting to see how their season progresses. This team could go deep or wash out early. Hard to guess either way, man.
Changing focus now to the tough first half for the Magic.
Yeah, their defensive effort uninspiring, like Kenny's acting career.
Oh, okay. I'm not even going to go through the films at you. And stay in your lane, brother. Stay in your lane.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Penny Hardaway.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And it's Anderson with the ball for the Orlando Magic. It's a 16-point game. Brown out there with Mourning. Then it's Marley. Then it's Tim Hardaway. And it's Mashburn in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Hardaway dishes to O'Neal. Some solid defense from Brown.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
From outside the arc, Mashburn no good. The Magic trail by 16. Outside Hardaway. Good ball movement here by the Magic. From 13, was shot by Shaq. No good.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Here's a look at the schedule for the Magic. On Friday, they're off to Boston to take on the Celtics. Then on Thursday, they'll be playing the Bucks in Milwaukee.
You know, it might sound cliche, but a road trip like this one is a great time for this team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry absolutely matters in the NBA, and these are the kinds of opportunities teams need to build it.
Now here's Hardaway. Lobbed up there for O'Neal. 5 to shoot. In transition, here comes Miami. Marley passes to Mashburn. Now, here is Mourning. He's covered by Grant. Pass to Hardaway. Back to Marley. Here's Mashburn. Poked away.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Now Hardaway, guarded by Hardaway. Now here's Marley. It drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got assist number 8 here in this one already. Now Hardaway, he's got 20. Down low, here's Shaq. Penny and Shaq connect.
One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. Shaq capable of bringing down the entire basket.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. Hardaway against Hardaway. It's Hardaway with the drive. Goes back up. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
It's good.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
And the Heat call time here.
Here we go, fans. Make some noise once again for your Miami Heat dancers.
Miami leading by 15. Pass to Mourning. And Mourning throws it down.
Well, their schemes have been effective, and he's been a significant part of their focus.
Anderson passes to Hardaway. O'Neal is screen on Hardaway. Hardaway against Hardaway. Miami grabs the miss. Brown's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Mashburn, defended by Scott. Pass to Mashburn. Fires for 3. And it's Shaq with the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Marley with it. 11 points in the game. Pass to Brown. There's the screen. Mourning inside. He's covered by Grant. Mourning can't make it work. The Magic trail by 17. Anderson passes to O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Guys, I feel bad for the rim on that one. Shaq is one powerful dude.
Pass to Marley. This one for 3. Offensive rebound. Mourning's shot is good.
How about the energy he showed on the glass, outworking everyone and getting rewarded for it.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Kevin. The NBA understands its future is electronic. Commissioner Adam Silver said the vast majority of people consume us through media, not in person. Our social media audience is the highest of any league and continuing to grow exponentially. So there's no lack of interest in this game. Back over to you guys.
It is a beautiful thing. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Now here's Hardaway. He's got 20. Outside Hardaway. To the wing on the left. Mashburn, the pass to Mourning. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Hardaway from outside. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And here is Hardaway. O'Neal sets the screen for Hardaway. To the paint. And O'Neal with the basket on the assist from Hardaway. O'Neal's got 12.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Hardaway with the bounce pass. And it's Miami with another.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Anderson. He has yet to score. The three from Marley. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
Hardaway with it. Guarded by Hardaway. And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway has got 22 points.
Well, look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
Brown outside. The three from Marley. Here's Mourning, and the dunk by Mourning.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
Anderson against Marley. Now here's Anderson. He's guarded closer. It's rebounded by Brown. Brown's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Pass to Marley. Pulls it up. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Hardaway has got assist number 11 for him here tonight.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now here is Hardaway. 22 points for him. Yep, that one goes in there. Hardaway has got 4 this quarter.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Here's Hardaway. He's got 5. Here's Marley. Here's Mourning, and the dunk by Mourning.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
And it's the Magic with the ball after the Heat pick up 2. Anderson's shot is off.
Well, he can't buy a bucket, but it's time to find other ways to help his team win.
Back to Marley. O'Neal with the rebound. Shaq's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Outside Hardaway. 6 to shoot. And it's blocked by Brown. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Now a timeout called by Miami. Here's Austin. 6 points for him. Pass to Pinckney. Here's Austin. Puts it up. And again, it's the Heat missing.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
Here is Armstrong. Just 5 on the clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Here's Shaw. The rebound by Pinckney. Shaw has gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Pass to Askins. Here's Pinckney. Here's Crotty. Cans the shot with nobody near him. On offense, here are the Magic. A minute 20 left to play in the third. Can they get it? And it's Armstrong missing. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Here's Pinckney. Scoreless thus far. Now Armstrong. To the wing right side. Down low. Evans dishes to Armstrong. It's deflected.
Familiar results for him. He can't get anything to go.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. They set the pick. Inside, here's Austin. Evans with the rebound.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Armstrong with it. And so it's the Miami Heat in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. We've got Shaw. Evans out there with Turner. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Royal in at the 3 spot.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Here is Shaw. To the middle. Here's Evans. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Evans has got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
Back to Hardaway. Stan, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on those.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Rollins checked in for Orlando. He's perfect from the line this time. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Anderson passes to Askins. Pass to Austin. The jump hook, and it's good. 2 points.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Outside Hardaway. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Shaw. Takes it off the glass.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Now here's Anderson. No one near him. That one goes. Count it. Here is Shaw. And with all the talk about load management, coach, and player participation, what about getting rid of players fouling out?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of getting rid of players fouling out. I do like the idea, and I think Scott Skiles was the one who brought it up, Kevin, of taking like the offensive fouls and just having that be a turnover, like the illegal screen or a charge, and not charge that as a personal foul, where honestly you end up being punished double. Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
To the inside, Turner with the steal. Hardaway against Hardaway. Hardaway passes to Royal. Here's Rollins. Anderson with the double team. Just 4 to shoot. The Magic again can't hit. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Pass to Crotty. From the top of the key, and it's Orlando with the rebound.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
Hardaway kicks to Turner. Pass to Shaw. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Heat. Austin's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Austin setting the pick for Anderson. And here's Austin. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Talk about timing. That lead pass was right on cue.
There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
My call would sound like this. Now at the line.
And that one misses. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions, only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
A floater, and it's sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
It's Hardaway with the drive. And Mourning sends it back. Now here's Hardaway. Brown outside. Pass to Mashburn. Over Hardaway. Tries again. And Mourning with the real nice bucket inside. Mourning's got 26.
Check out Mourning inside, where he operates with such confidence. This close in, he knows he's got the shot.
O'Neal misses. Here's Mashburn. Started by Hardaway. That one good for 2. Mourning's got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Hardaway passes to O'Neal. To the paint, deflects the pass, and that one drops.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here is Shaw. Pass to Hardaway. Inside. Here's Shaq. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And just the way pilots use VR to train, now NBA officials can do the same.
Yeah, it's all about reps, right? Getting them with the headset in a lower stress setting helps prepare them to make the right call when the lights are brightest.
He's off on the first.
Well, sending Shaq to the line here is, on paper, the smart foul, but O'Neal might just make them regret it.
Orlando making some changes. Grant comes in for Royal, and it's Scott in for Shaw. And he sinks the second. And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Pass to Crotty. Here's Haskins, defended by Scott. Here's Anderson, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Anderson's gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Scott.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Pass to Haskins. Stan, we've seen teams make surprising playoff runs only to falter the next year. Team trajectory's not always a straight line, clearly.
No, absolutely, Kevin. I would think in most cases it's not a straight line. Because, look, the other teams are all trying to win, too. That's what makes things different. So you might be slightly off the next year and someone else makes a big jump, and then it looks like your decline is a lot bigger than it is. Every year is a new year.
Here's Hardaway. Pass to Grant. Clock at 6. Rebound by the Heat. Austin's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Crotty. And here's Austin. He's covered by Grant. And the basket by Austin.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
So it's Orlando now. Outside Hardaway. Pass to O'Neal. Shoots over Austin. And O'Neal gets it to go. O'Neal's got 9 points here in the second half.
And with the height to see over people and the peripheral vision to do it quickly, Penny with the perfect setup.
Fires from deep. Crotty's shot is off. On offense, here are the Magic. Outside Hardaway. From deep. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hardaway has got 27.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game. First here in this second half.
There's a screen. To the middle. It's deflected. And up the court come the Magic on the break. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Excellent anticipation from Shaq. He's in the right place at the right time to grab that one and get the break started.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
On the free throw, no good. Greg, when it comes to All-Star Weekend, which event do you look forward to the most?
It's got to be the three-point contest, right? No judges, no half-hearted defense. There's a purity to it that I just appreciate.
Now here's Anderson, just 5 to shoot, and it's Shaquille O'Neal with the foul. That's his first foul.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Haskins passes to Fish. Here's Haskins. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Crotty. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Down low. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Crotty. Guarded by Hardaway. Pass to Crotty. Anderson outside. From past the arc, here's Fish. And nothing is falling for him right now. And it's the Magic's ball. Scott kicks to Hardaway. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. To the right side. Pass to Crotty. Good ball movement here by Miami. Anderson outside. Over to the left wing. Askins buries the long-range jumper. Askins has got his first 3 points of the game.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Anderson wide open. Nick Anderson knocks down the three.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on.
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
Here's Askins. Pass to Austin. Anderson against Anderson. Rebounded by Hardaway. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out left to the wing. Anderson against Anderson. And O'Neal with the basket on the assist by Anderson.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Here's Crotty. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And as we part ways, we present our player of the game.